Welcome to Wager Talk TV. Today I am joined by Ralph Michaels at Cal Sports LV. If you guys have a statistical question, you guys should definitely tweet Ralph. He's got answers to every single thing you could ever want. And why? Because he's in charge of our entire content division at wagertalk.com. Ralph produces all sorts of awesome stuff. MLB First Pitch, NBA Stat Sheet. He does the College Football Gridiron Guide. You guys probably see me retweet that a ton. And as of this week, we're going to do a stat comparison sheet. Guys, it's college basketball season right around the corner. I'm going to let Ralph talk about his college basketball guide for the upcoming 2008 college basketball season.
You know, I started in this business handicapping college hoops, and I thank my good friend Brian Leonard, who got me into the business back in Cleveland in the 1990s. And, you know, that college basketball was my passion. And all those years that I worked at North Coast Sports and doing the Power Sweep and Phil Steele Publications, I was doing Cal Sports on the side, only handicapping college basketball because the rest of my time was spent doing North Coast and Phil Steele things. So college basketball is something I've been doing for 30 plus years, and it's just, you know, it's so exciting to me. And basically I get asked all the time, how do you prep for college basketball? What do you do? And how do you set up power ratings going from one year to the next? So basically, I did this Wager Talk College Basketball Guide, which will be available later today. It's quite simply a two-page breakdown for every conference. There's 353 Division I teams this year. There's 32 college basketball conferences. Well, how do you study all of those? You just break it down into segments and you go conference by conference. And it is as simple as this. To me, it's very important when you're looking at a team what that team did last year. You have to know if they achieved, if they overachieved, if they underachieved, how many starters they have. So when people look at the guide and the first thing they see is how many returning starters there were last year, what the records were last year, what the points per game and rebounding diff were, what their APA ratings were, their high or their medium or their end of the regular season. Those are things you need to go to set up this year. And then you'll also find for this season, how many returning starters. You'll learn about each of the 55 new head coaches, what they did the last 7 years coaching-wise. An example, the Maine head coach this year for the Maine Black Bears has never been a men's head coach. He was the Maine's women head coach the last 7 years, and prior to that, he was a women's assistant for 16 years. You'll find out what every new head coach did. And then you're going to have this year's returning starters, this year's recruiting ranks, and this year's ranks from 3 independent sources. All great information. It helps you start this basketball season. Hoops, November the 6th, 143 games, 2 Tuesdays from now.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so far behind on college basketball. That is why getting this guide from Ralph is so huge. It helps you get a jump start if you've been focusing only on football like myself. Guys, you can download a free copy by going to wagertalk.com and go to Ralph's handicapper page. Last season, Ralph produced plus 104% in profit for his clients in college basketball.